So a cracking looking H.Avon fish this. This is 6 pounds 2 ounces. Caught on swim feeder and maggots. Really pleased. It's my first one since September, so pretty chuffed. Although I haven't been fishing the H.Avon as much as I have done in the past, but what a beautiful fish. Anyway, let's slip her back. Well, here I am. It's the beginning part of January, and I'm fishing a small commercial. I'm going to give it a go for some perch. I'm going to be using prawns as bait to see how that goes, firing over some over the top some loose maggots, some loose red maggots. Every 3 or 4 minutes I'm going to be doing that to encourage a smaller fish into the swim, and hopefully the perch should follow that. It's a lovely day, absolutely cracking, overcast, a little bit misty earlier on, a little bit of drizzle in the air, absolutely perfect conditions for the perch. So really happy with that, so let's see how I get on. All I'm using today is just the humble prawn, cooked prawn. I've got some medium-sized ones there and some smaller ones. I feed the smaller ones to try to get the smaller fish in and the perch in, and the bigger ones I put on the hook. It's really pretty straightforward, pretty standard techniques really. The bayonet clips I got on there is for the hair rig that I put the prawns on, and I'll show you about that a little bit later on. Believe it or not, just off this tree is where some of the perch hang out, so it's just a literally underarm cast to get there. Well, here we are. This is a really good looking perch. This one is exactly £3, so extremely pleased with that. Caught on a commercial. This is the 6th one of the day, so can't really complain at that. And it's only, well, it's not even 11 o'clock yet, and the best period is still to come. But what a lovely looking fish it is. Absolutely perfect. Really pleased with it. Anyway, let's slip it back, shall we? So that's what I've been catching most of the perch on, is hair rig prawns like this. Size 12 hook. An 18-inch hook link going down to a quick change bead, and then a really small running ledger of about 1/4 ounce. Missed it. I'm in. It's a perch. Not a very big one though. Yeah. He's about a pound and a bit, something like that. This is a nice little perch. This is probably about 1.5 pounds, so the last one of the day. Caught on prawns, as I say, so really pleased. Number 9, it's really good. Got his fins up as well, so it looks absolutely splendid. Anyway, let's slip this one back, shall we? Look at that, absolutely amazing. Here we are. This is day 2. And again, fishing the H.Avon. It's a really cold, frosty morning again. Bit of fog around as well. Currently it's 0, so I guess that the rod rings will probably be freezing up with the river water, but we'll see. Well, this is the swim I'm going to be fishing today. It's the inside of a bend. I'm on the outside, but that's the inside of a bend, and the chub find their homes amongst the trees, as they normally do, of course. My goodness, it is a cool morning though. But again, the river looks good. Let's hope the chub are feeding. Well, this is the third fish of the day. I thought it was a bit bigger than it was, but still reasonable fish. It's still 4 pounds, 4 pounds 3 ounces. So still, that's a trio of 4 so far this morning, and I haven't been here too long. So with a bit of luck, I might get a 5 or even a 6. There must be a few fish in the swim. But anyway, let's slip her back. Well, here I am again. I've just hooked another fish. This one is really trying hard to get into the bushes on the other side. I've only just managed to turn him. Not had time to put the video on to show the whole fight, but feels a bit better fish somehow. It's staying very deep and very low, which is a good sign. What I've done is I've gone over to a single maggot on a size 20 just to see if I could buy a bite, and sure enough, it's done that. Certainly had difficulty trying to keep it out of those bushes on the other side. Hopefully this might be a bigger fish. I hope so anyway. Oh yeah, it looks a bit bigger. Ah, yes. Well, this is fish number 5, and spookily enough it weighs 5 pounds 1 ounces, so or 1 ounce I should say, so pretty good. But a lovely fish. Almost made the bushes on the other side, as you saw, so yeah, but eventually coasted over to my side of the river. But anyway, let's slip this one back. That elusive 6 can't be too far away now, I'm sure. So this is what I'm using. I've got an 8-gram alloy H.Avon float here. Need such a big weight simply because when you mend the line, you don't want to pull the float off of the line that's travelling down, otherwise the chub will just spook off it. Then I've got an 8-gram olivet with a float stop, and this enables me to move the olivet up and down as and where we want the bait to be in the water. Sometimes the chub like it quite high, sometimes they like it along the bottom, so I can actually alter where that goes. I've got 6 pound main line is what I use, float line, main line. Then I've got a small little swivel here. The reason I got the small little swivel is quite often you get a fair bit of twist where the maggots act as a propeller, and it's quite difficult to stop it twisting. Then I've got some 4 pound 12 ounce Reflow, Preston Reflow line with a really small shot in the bottom, a number 8. Quite frankly, I find these very difficult to get on, but that's an age thing, I'm sure. And then going down, what I finally got is I've got a Super Specialist size 20 hook, which I put a single maggot on there. So that's what I use. As I say, about 18-inch hook lick or half a meter, then a swivel, then the ovet there, which goes up and down, is stopped by a float stop, and then finally you've got your 8-gram float there, which really does help control the line, and when you're mending the line in the flow, it doesn't pull it offline, so that's really good. Well, this one's pretty much scale perfect. This is 5 pounds 10 ounces, so really fine chub, really fat from the shoulders right the way down to the vent, so it's a really big fish. Really pleased. Yeah, let's slip her back and see if I can get another. But they're increasing in size, and I just keep my fingers crossed I can get a 6, and that'd be really good on the float. But let's slip this one back. Well, I'm using a Free Spirit 15-foot HIS special power float rod. It's a fantastic rod, not cheap to be sure, but it really is a fantastic float rod, and I've had £7 chub on this, so they will handle some big fish. And the reel I've got is a Next Save Shimano 3000 SRB. I've had this reel for donkey's years. It's a really good reel. The clutch on it is absolutely unbelievable. So that's the rod and reel that I'm using. Yeah, it's a little bit misty, a little bit murky, but you can just about make out the herons there in that tree. There's a good few. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in there. So quite a few. But this is where they normally gather anyway to breed, and that's where they got their nests. So they must be gathering for spring, I guess. Well, it's been a bit of a disaster. I've lost one in the trees, and I've just had a hook pull out of another, and I'm into another one now, so can't tell how big it is. It seems to be pulling back quite hard in the flow, so, but I don't think it's a 6. Doesn't feel like a huge fish, but you can never tell. Oh, it's a reasonable fish. Probably another 4, I should think. Oh yeah, another 4, I think. It's another chub, and an angry one at that. I'll try to pull him out from the bushes on the far side. I think he's out now. He's in mid-river, which is good. Certainly not a pound fish, which is good. He feels a little bit better. I don't think he's a huge fish, but probably another 4 maybe. Who knows? Oh, he's coming in quite easy now. He really wants to get in those snags. That's it. It's not a big fish, but it is, when it goes in the net, number 9. Oh, that's good. Yeah, probably a couple of pounds. That's a scale perfect little chub there. Probably about £1.5 pounds. Really good to see. But let's slip him back. Well, this is last knock-ins pretty well. It's pretty dark. I've bumped a couple of fish off, and I've lost a good one into the snag. I didn't give an inch of line. This one's going a bit as well, so not quite sure where it is at the minute, but I can't quite see the line, so wow, he's certainly pulling back a bit. I think this might be a, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to walk her back because he's dangerously close to those trees over there. I can see the float. very, very close. Oof. Well, this is the last one of the day. It's a real clonking fish. It's 5 pounds 12 ounces, so pretty pleased with this. Yeah, last one of the day. It's just getting dark and everything's misted up, including the camera, so I hope this comes out okay. But what a lovely, lovely looking chub. Really, really pleased. Anyway, let's slip this one back and I'm gonna head off home. Well, there we are. That's the last bit of the video in today. The mist's coming down, the sun's setting. It's quite dark now. I had that last fish, which I'm really, really pleased about. 512 is still a good chub, but the 6-pounders evaded me this session. But never mind. There's still plenty of time to go. Anyway, thanks very much for watching.